Hey baby girls, today I've got the gorgeous Elliot in the studio and we're going to be giving these beautiful lashes a lash lift and tint. So he has amazing lashes to begin with, but they are super fair and they actually point quite straight, so you can't really see much of a curl on them. He also wants his brows tidying up. Again, he likes his brows, but he just wants them a little bit more defined and slightly darker in colour. So let's do this. So I'm going to start off by cleansing the lashes and the brows. I'm just using a little bit of micellar water on some cotton pads to do this step. So let's stick his bottom lashes down and out of the way. We don't want these interfering with the lash lift. And I'm using some Navy Professional under eye pads, which are just amazing. They're so sticky, which keeps those lashes super secure whilst also hydrating the under eye. So depending on what kind of curl and lift you would like to achieve with the lashes, depends on what shield or rod you're going to use on the eyelid. I've chosen a medium shield. I feel this is going to suit his eye shape and lashes perfectly. It's going to give him that nice lift so you can actually see the lashes without them being over dramatic. So I'm now stretching those top lashes up onto the shield and I'm using Ellie Banner's Ellie Balm to do this. If you haven't tried this balm, then please try it. It is a game changer when doing lash lifts. Honestly, I could not live without it. And that's coming from a girl who was absolutely addicted to lash adhesive, and I'm now won over by this balm. Not to mention the brush that I use is also incredible. So this is also by Ella Banner and this is their flat tip brush. And honestly, this combination using the balm with the brush is just heavenly. So now we're going in with our step one of the lash lift product. So this is by Ellie Banner again. It is my favourite lash lift brand. I achieved the most amazing results with these products and I'm using their one-shot system. I find this system a little bit stronger than their other system, which is their Profusion system. And for someone's lashes like Elliot's, whose are super coarse and thick, even though they don't look it because they're so fair, trust me, these hairs are strong hairs. I just find this system works amazing for him. And you can see I'm applying this to the base of the lashes first, getting as close to the root of the lash as I can. And then after I'm happy with that, I then take the product up a little bit further, so it's about 3/4 up the lashes. So my step one has been on for around 8 minutes and you can see I'm now doing a flex check. This is so important when performing a lash lift because this is going to determine if the product needs to stay on for longer or if it needs to come off. So I was happy with the flex check, so I'm now removing all the product using a dry cotton bud. And you can see I'm taking it off from the outer corners and the inner corners first because those lashes were a little bit thinner, which meant my timing didn't need to be on for as long. So it's really important to re-stretch those lashes using a little bit more balm once you've took step one off. So I'm now going in with my step two and I'm going to apply this in the same way as step one. So as close to the root as the lashes, and then I'm going to go 3/4 up the lashes in the exact same place as step one. So whenever I use a balm, I always like to use a lash lift locker during step two. This just ensures the lashes don't ping off the shield. And honestly, I've been there when you've applied balm and you're thinking, why the heck are these lashes not staying stuck to the shield? When I'm applying the product, it's driving me nuts. And these lash lift lockers prevent that from happening. So it's been 5 minutes and I'm now going to take the lockers off and I'm going to check that the lashes are ready to be removed. And I'm doing this by just picking a strand of lash up and just making sure it bounces back really quickly. If it doesn't and it's taken a long time to come back, leave the product on for longer. But if you're finding it bounces straight back, then it can be removed. So I've been there. I know how frustrating it can be to perform a lash lift, thinking you have done all the steps correctly and the lashes don't lift. And honestly, it's so deflating. But by just following these tips, it can just give you so much confidence going into your lash treatment, knowing that the results are going to come out perfect. Just changing a few things, lash placement, doing the lash checks, making sure the lash is ready to come off, can really make a difference to your lashes looking okay and your lashes looking incredible. So when you remove the shield and you haven't got that super dramatic, incredible lift like loads of people get on their Instagram, don't get too hung up about this. So I like to use a lot of water when I remove my balms and glues, and this can make the lashes look a little bit flatter. So I just like to use my fan just to fluff them up to make sure I'm really happy with the lashes, and then I go in and tint them. I always like to remove the shields when I tint the lashes. I feel like I can get right to the base of the lash and I just feel like you get a better tint application. I know a lot of people still like to tint the lashes on the shield, which you absolutely can. But yeah, you just can't get right to the base of the lash because obviously your eye is slightly open and you can cause stinging if you get it too close to that waterline. So yeah, I just find this application works so much better. And I'm using a dark brown for Elliot's lashes today. I'm not going to go in with black. I still want to give them nice depth, but without them looking too black. So now the lash tint is on, I'm now going in and just defining the eyebrows. So I'm using a light brown in Elliot's brows today, and this is by HD Brows. It's only going to stain the hairs and it's not going to stain any of the skin, so it's still going to look soft and natural, which is ideal for male brows. And you can see I'm brushing that product through to make sure it's got right to the root of those brows and I'm not missing any hairs. So the brow tint has only been on for about 3 minutes, but I'm now removing it. It works super fast, the HD tint, and I don't want them to go too dark. So yeah, I'm happy with the colour. They look really lovely, natural, but just that little bit more defined. And now the lashes are also ready to come off. So I just peel the under eye pads off and then I'm just going to tilt Elliot's head to one side and I'm just going to flush all that tint away using some water and some cotton pads. So now I'm going to wait for the lashes to fluff up while I now concentrate on shaping the brows. So I'm just using a little bit of thread just to tidy above the brows. I don't want them too defined above. He likes them a little bit more textured and fluffy, but underneath he does like them more arched and more defined. So I'm just going in with my Buff Brows pen and just mapping out where I would like to wax. I'm using a little bit of Saint and Serenity Second Skin. This is just going to stop and prevent any grazing. And now I'm going to go in with my Star Pill Azaleen wax and just follow my waxing lines. I'm using a little bit of Comfort Me by HD Brows just to remove any wax residue and any of the second skin. And look how gorgeous the brows look. Still natural, but with that little bit more definition that he was after. I'm now just going to finish the brows off using a little bit of Navy Professional Brow Balm. This is going to give them a little bit more texture and just give them a little bit more gloss. Just look at how much wider and more open Elliot's eyes and brow area actually looks. I feel like it's transformed the eyes, and that softer brown that we've used on the lashes still looks really gorgeous and soft. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and picked up some new tips and tricks. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!